I'm just laughing at a comment. Sorry, I was just sat there in the background laughing at a comment. Oh my God. Same person who keeps coming in from America, keeps trying to bring the energy down with me, won't work, know who you are, see you coming with the same comments all the time. You are quite funny. You are quite funny, I'll give you that. Give you that. Hi, Peter Jackson, and hi, Tapper77. Tappy, you'll know who I mean. You know the person that keeps coming back and he keeps getting chucked out, but he's trying to comment over on I think I've left him there. Not gonna say his name, feeding that energy. Good servant, hello. Um Trying to tell me that I block people. I block people for a reason. People who've got badass, nasty energy, because everything is energy, and we know how it works too. You get blocked. You're one of them, the person who keeps commenting. So you get blocked, but you are quite funny with it because this person I've just seen, I didn't see this comment, had commented on something a bit back about my art and that nobody buys my stuff and all that. I'm not a proper business that puts this stuff out. People do buy my stuff actually, but you wouldn't know that because you are not me and you don't get emails off people about my stuff. So just thought I'd put that out there. It's absolutely hilarious or hairy ass or whatever. I am in one of them funny moods today, so yay to the trolls. So hi Tapper, Peter Jackson, JP, Mark, Good Servant, and anyone who might be listening, and Martin who's there as well. And I got a lovely comment off someone today that said they've been watching me for a while. You know who you are in case you don't want to come in, but you should come in chat. And said that I woke them up with obviously some of my chats, and that's a good thing. Whatever it was I said, but yeah. As soon as someone comes in saying stuff like that, you're just like, yeah, blocked, badass energy. Because the thing is, hi Violet, this person who keeps trying to comment, hi Roxanne, I was going to give you a shout out in a minute. This person is American and they've got a very small channel of 4 subscribers. Not that that means anything, big or small channels, but this person keeps trying to come in. Tapper knows who I'm talking about. I have mentioned it to Roxanne a bit ago. And they just keep trying to subscribe. They keep making new accounts just to come in to say something shite. So keep doing it because the only thing you're feeding is me. As in, not bothered. So out you go yet again. I can play this game all day, mate. Keep going at it because the light's winning, the dark is not. So I've entitled this Back to the Future. I'll explain that in a minute because we have to go back to the future. That's why it's called Back to the Future. I know I'm not going to explain this right. Back to the Future is referenced many times in Q drops with little memes and things. Back to the Future. Ever wondered why Back to the Future is called Back to the Future? The future is for us to go back to what we were. Free energy, free people, a free earth, a free world, whatever you want to say, free plane. The future they wanted was like China, like I'm just watching Pacific Rim, The Uprise. Yeah, I need to watch the end, but it's funny that, isn't it? I mean, it's a big energy game they're playing on there. Good film. See it all there, sending this virus out, but in the form of like big robots. But the future they wanted for us was not the future of futuristic things, but they wanted us to be like China, which is like on a bit of a credit. What do they do over there? They're on like a credit scheme thing where, if you've done this wrong or you've gone against the government or you've done this, as well as getting killed off for, speaking out, you can't do shit over there. You wouldn't be able to fly, you couldn't get a bottle of water, you couldn't get this and you couldn't get that because they're on that sort of point system, let's say. That's the future they wanted for us. That's what they wanted to bring on in under the New World Order. So really the future wasn't looking good for us. It wasn't, social credit, thank you, good servant. It wasn't freedom. It might have looked pretty cool, especially to the snowflakes out there because it's all tech and it's, and here is, I'd like everyone to say hello to Sally Horn, who is the person who did a lovely comment saying that she's been watching me for ages and I've helped wake her up at some point with something at some time. So welcome, Sally. I said do come in and say hi because the chat's lovely. We just get the you-know-what under the bridge just now and again. So make Sally feel welcome and thank you very much for leaving a beautiful comment. So I see it as, I was going to shout out a load of stuff, which I am at the end, some videos to go and watch, see what you think. If you resonate, you resonate. I did have things written down, but then when I look at them, I can't read my own writing because I just write it down dead quick and I'm like, what the hell was I going to say? So I'm just going to go with the flow as usual. So I'd just like to shout out Roxanne the Globalist tonight because she did a great stream today. Most of you go over there, so you know she did a great stream. Hello, Ricardo. I'll shout everyone out in a minute. The young guy that you were talking to, that was ace, question everything, and he's like, oh, I'm looking and you lot don't look that mad, but there must be something in it. So just go and check out Roxanne's stream from today. She did an absolute excellent job as per usual, as she always does, because that is what she's, in my eyes, ace at doing. That's her like USP. Just because I went on a business thing, now I can't remember what it is. Unique selling point is Roxanne is when she's doing that sort of stuff and she's out there doing a thing that obviously she loves doing, and if you love doing something, it comes out well. So hi Ricardo, Martin, JP, Marie, Dawn, there might be some new people in as well. Effie, Tapper, Mr. V, I'll call you. I'll just go back a bit. Violet, Sally, Good Servant, Mark, you'll have to comment below because I can't go up all the way. Anybody who's lurking in the background, like Sally said she was it Sally? That might listen in but's too, been a bit, not scared, but, to make a comment off here or in chat. Hi. People just listening in. I'm fashionably late as usual. Can be fashionably late, that's all good. I'm always fashionably early, not on air. I'm not early on air, but out in the real world I normally am. So yeah, big up to the Roxanne and everyone on that movement. But as I was just saying, because I'll just go with flow, we're going back to the future, peeps. This is what we're doing. Past proves the future, future proves the past. When you look back, you realise up to date now, to me, in my eyes, remember, this is just me with my thoughts and perception of what I think's going on in this realm that we're not taught about. And as in Star Trek, it's life, Jim, but not as we know it. Well, no shit, Sherlock, because it is life, but it's not as we know it because we've not been taught properly about what we live on and what the frig's going on. Like, do you know what I mean? Though it is amazing. And like, I think Roxanne was having a bit of discussion today. The stars. Tapper77 has actually filmed Venus, which is ace if you go over to his channel. He's filmed it on his camera and it's beautiful. And we know that's what stars look like, but that's not what NASA puts out. Pulsating, I've been looking at Venus again out the door before and I was just like, it was like it was talking to me. It was like, pulsating, moving. To me, they're, in my eyes, just me, this is just me, they're living, breathing celestial beings, energy, through the living waters, luminaries. Yeah, we're living in amazing times, definitely. We're seeing through the veil. We know that the moon, the sun, and the stars, those celestial bodies, are within, it's like you can touch them. They're within our realm. They're not millions and billions of light years away, like NASA like to say. No, they're not. They're right here. They always have been with us. Can we land on them? Personally, no, I don't think so. Like, we didn't land on the moon because personally, I think they're energy celestial beings. So we can't land on the body because the plasma or whatever, they're energy, vibrating. Maybe we can go to different places in our mind's eye, in a different sense, but no way can we. I'm not saying we can't in the sense NASA say. And also, said today in Roxanne's, which most of us think, yeah, the universe is within us. Most of us think, when Trump goes on about Space Force, it's the space around us, everywhere, this way up to wherever, that way, and then is there other lands out there? I'd like to say other realms. Just saying, that's just how I see things, so that's just how I see it. But like I said, Back to the Future has many reference to Q, as the memes and stuff. Back to the Future, we must go. because I see it as, if everyone's been down the old rabbit hole, and just let me show you me nice little, well, it's not little actually, me little, it's not little, me shelf that I put up this weekend, which is massive, 16 squares. I did built this myself. It's nearly as big as me. It nearly killed me. By myself, DIYing. You know, got my bookshelf going on as a trigger a few people there. We're triggering a few people here. Got the old Trump there, out of the deal, not of war. Got a bit of Q going on. Got a bit of Donald Trump Jr. triggered. A lot of people getting triggered at the minute. I get triggered as well. Yeah, lots of stuff going on there. And then I forgot, I put this up here and I thought, oh yeah, follow the white rabbit. Follow the white rabbit, folks. Just don't get lost down the holes. Okay, make sure you come back up. I'm in one of them daft moods today. So, I see it like when you start going on your journey and you start looking through all the, if you've been that far back, about, hi everyone who's just popped in. Hi, Paul from Newcastle. Did someone else just pop in? Jimmy, is it Digital? Candy Cane, anyone that might be there as well. I see it as when you go through your hero's journey of questioning everything and looking into stuff in the past of what we can try and get a head round, because remember, history is a bit of a farce and it's a bit twisted. But you know, you might go through the whole Nibiru thing, you might go through the whole Egyptian thing, this, that and the other, Antarctica, lost civilizations, blah, blah, blah. I think most of us have been there. It's quite fun. It's okay. But the one that sticks with me is the whole Egypt thing. And it just looks to me like, I think we had energy years ago. We had batteries, we had energy. They worked off electric, water, all that sort of blah, 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 all that stuff. So if we had all that and it helped harmonise the earth, which I also think it helped project us to the stars, maybe as in what they really are, or harnessed in energy, or the spirit realm, or what anyone wants to say, we need to go back to that, meaning bringing that into the future. So back to the future we go, to harness all that stuff that those from the dark side, let's say, manipulated and took over certain, like, back past technology, a bit like Tesla. Tesla wasn't new. It wasn't Tesla that made that. It was, I'd say that was a bit like a pyramid. Free energy and all that. He just tapped in there with the 369, which is why people get triggered with this number. I'll show you which number people get very triggered by. As well as 33, Christ consciousness. It's a master number. People get triggered by it because the Masons have it, but it's a master number. The universe is full of numbers. This number, 333, 3. And 3 and 3 make 6. So you add 3, then you add 6, and then 3 threes are 9, 3, 6, 9, Tesla. Energy, frequency and vibration is what we work off, the universe works off. With its, what they called now, I always get this wrong, geometrical shapes, and the shapes, you know, the triangles, the circles, the squares, blah-de-blah, blah-de-blah, blah-de-blah. I feel like we've been a bit like this. So we are the circle, we are the serpent, the circle, the ever flowing in a circle always moving, a circle of life, and so on and so forth, the magic circle, this circle and that circle. But I feel like the ones who got in try to do this. Yeah, I was never good at maths either. Nah, they don't want us to be. There's us circling. Not the way they want us circling in the old trapped old cycle of what they trapped us in. And then they went like this and decided to put this round us. This is how I feel. They squared it off because you can't really move in a square. It's not really functional, a square, but a circle's quite flowing. It's flowing. A bit like if we lived on a realm and a lot of things could go over the top, like the star clock, you know, and the sun and the moon and how everything works on a bit of a realmy, circlified thing going on there. A lot of things are supposed to be the circle of life, the magic circle, things working in a circle, that sort of shape. Squares are quite containing and controlling. So yeah, I think they squared us off in a. No wonder they put us in square-shaped houses. I'd rather be living in a hobbit house. But just saying, we look back in the past, but really when we look back, we're looking back. But I can't explain this. We're looking back to the future because that's what we need to bring back for the future. That what was before, not the future they wanted, because the future they wanted was more control, the New World Order, like China going into the coronavirus, which I don't really want to go on about because everyone's going on about it, but is there's many different layers behind that of why it was brought in. And I'm not saying it's not real, that the virus isn't real, as someone was saying today, or hasn't been mutated or wasn't brought into something else. But like someone was saying today, whose channel I'll shout out in a bit, yeah, the common cold. So you have got to be careful of your viruses. And like Trump said, just make sure you wash your hands and all that. Yeah, you have got to be careful of a virus. And flu can be really bad. And people do die of the flu, the proper flu. And if your immune system's quite low, you could, but if you're quite high and you look after yourself, you can keep yourself a bit healthier. It's not too bad. But what I am saying is there's other things out there. Yeah, the fear agenda. We all know most of it's fear as well. Not saying it's not, not real. Like I said, common cold's real. People do die of it. But we all know also it's been pushed from over there because that's the sort of place they wanted us to live in, worldwide New World Order of that sort of point system going on. And they also want to crash the economy. One, I can't think who's brought it up in America, Trump. So they blame it on Trump. Because if you think about it, if they're stopping people from moving about, it's not just moving about, it's stopping certain people from moving about. It's also it's going to stop people moving about, as in us, as in lorries and food and stuff like that. It's going to crash the economy. That's what they want. They want to crash the economy. Most people out there know what's going on. Someone told me today, someone went to a travel agents and they were like, oh, are you still flying to blah, 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 because of the coronavirus. And they started laughing. So they even know it's just a farce. Roxanne was out today. No one was walking around with masks on. It's just fear-mongering. And they're showing pictures of China. Well, they do wear masks in China anyway because of the pollution. So, but I will show you something funny today. I'll show you something funny. I posted this on Facebook. I was like, yeah, well, like anyone would be bothered anyway. But we know, whatever they're saying, it's to do with something else, unless they've got him or he's going. I mean, we know this person's going down. So I'm not really bothered how it looks like he's going down. If this is going to be his death, I don't know. Just saying. Not saying that's true. I'm just saying this is what they're reporting in the news. And we know there's something going on a bit different. But I just thought it was quite funny. Some people won't think it's funny, but we know what this man is about. Are you ready? Pope Francis takes ill as coronavirus sweeps Italy. Yeah, because they have to push it out in Italy. He's there blowing his nose. I mean, that could have been from ages ago, blowing his nose. Do you know what I mean? He's blowing his nose. Well. Yeah. You're going down anyway. Trafficking them kids and what you've been up to, or why? Rumours on Twitter, Pope has... Yeah. And that won't be what it is. I mean, if he pops his clogs, that's what they'll say it is, and it won't be that. He's going down whether he disappears off the face of this earth, as in death, or he's going Gitmo, or wherever. But he's going somewhere, because he is not no messenger or servant of God. He is of the dark side, so no. I used to be scared, but Dolly helped me understand all MSM. I have learned so much from her. I feel a stronger woman now. Thank you, Sally. Yeah, it's just not to fear. It's like I said, I'm not saying there isn't a virus out. It's like the common cold. People die. So many people die of the common cold. Yes, you got to take precautions off. Wash your hands. Maybe don't go in massive groups and stuff like that. Just be careful, because if you are a person whose immune system is weak, or, you've got a bad chest, obviously, you've got to be careful. But what we are saying is, they knew the people were waking up. They've had to put something out there to be, one, a mass world distraction, which the coronavirus is, because everyone's like, ah, the people who are in fear, to try and crash the markets at the same time. This is what I see, because they want that, obviously. Remember, they haven't got a lot of ammunition at the minute. The only ammunition they've got is mainstream, lamestream, mafia media. That's the only ammunition they've got, because people believe it, because it was on mainstream, lamestream media. Dolly, did you see all the celebs 8 falling down, literally? Oprah and Madonna. No, I haven't. Well, we all know Oprah's not good. We all know Madonna isn't, so bring it on, pedo wood. The people know. Oh, people think you're mad though, don't you? And then check out Flat Earth Nation and Mud Fossil University, Dolly. Thank you. I have seen Mud Fossil University. I watched that a couple of years ago. I do like all that stuff, but it's not where I reside. I reside in the sort of energy stuff. But yes, I have watched them, so thank you very much. Yeah, there's lots of reasons why they've put it out. It's just like, yeah, pedo would finished. Yeah, and I was just saying today, if anyone knows Brian Harvey, because I know a few of you were in there this morning, I was just having a lie-in this morning and I just saw him go live, so I thought I'll go in, I'll go and see. He came to our school years ago when I was younger, and I thought I'll just say hi. And then he said hi back and was like, "Hiya, Dolly, like, seen a few of your videos and I like your dreads and doing well, aren't you?" And I was like, "Oh, hi, Brian, didn't even know." Yeah, so I mean, Brian does his thing, and that's what people have got to understand, because, yeah, big up the Brian, because there's lots of us that know different people dotted about that are bringing out different truths. Now, I just see Brian, he's in his thing, whether people like him or not, his thing with the whole, because he was a celebrity before and he knows what's gone on with back things behind that, and you can see that because a lot of it's to do with people behind the scenes in the BBC and so on and so on, and all that story, if you know that story. I'm not going to go into it now because it's not what I'm talking about, but there's lots of people in different areas that are bringing their truth out. It doesn't mean just because they've seen the truth of that they know about what's coming, as in the help that's coming. He did shout it out what I said today, because I said, he read out what I read. I said, when Julian Assange gets to America, which he will, but over there they're going to start saying, he's been indicted to America. Oh my God, we must save him. It's like, no, we want him to go to America because he's going to be bringing the truth out about Seth Rich. A lot of people in England don't know who Seth Rich is. That's where a lot of shit begins as well. So we know, a lot of people think it's just in. And here is the lovely channel I wanted to shout out, and I don't even know if I'm going to get a name right, but it's Anja, is it? I'm a bit dyslexic, so the lady that's just come in with the red hair there, I was going to shout your channel out, because she's actually just done, seeing as she's here, I will. She did a chat on the coronavirus before as well, and she's beautiful, and I think I came across you through the lovely Rosie Jenner, is it? So let me find your channel. So, yeah, the BBC, yeah, definitely Skull and Bones. Yeah, they're all secret societies, as in the dark side. But this lovely lady has done a great video on it. I was watching it before. Spiritual War on Earth and the Sea Virus and others. And it was really good. And she's really lovely. And sharing some of her stuff that she does. Some people might resonate, some people might not, but totally resonate. Totally know where she was coming from, and she might understand what I'm talking about in a minute, as in some might not, because obviously we're called batshit crazy when we talk about certain stuff. But today, when Roxanne the Globalist and I was doing her stream, I just disappeared for like 10 or 15 minutes because I noticed the sun was out, so I thought, right, because the weather's been crap. All these storms, and I'll talk about my thing on the storm in a minute. This is a random chat. It'll flip in and out because I had everything written down, and then it all goes to pot, and then I just have to go with the flow with whatever I'm talking about or whatever comes in. And if people think I talk too fast, that's when I'm in the flow. That's just how it is. So thank you. You'll get some subscribers. So the sun was out, and I thought, right, I'm going to have to go upstairs a minute. I've got my little meditating cushion out, the ones that I make, that I'm still making some more of. And I sat on that, and I just thought, right, I'm going to close my eyes, and I'm just going to see if I see anything or I feel anything. What I got was, I always do this thing under my eyelashes. I know it sounds mad, but it's like crystals. And then like, I don't know if anyone else does, but I see like a blue light, like a Tiffany blue light in a circle. And then all of a sudden, I sort of asked for some, I know this sounds mad to people, it won't to people who do it, energy healing blocks or something in my body. So the next minute, that colour just went to red. And it's always like, it's like how I see the, hi John Thor, how I see the cosmos. I don't know, it's weird. And then it all started going different colours. The colours went to blue, to a green, to a dark green, to a dark blue, a light blue, a red, an orange, a yellow, and like a bright white, just light that has got all them colours in, because it does, like diamond white light. And it was just there, and I was just like, and then my eyes started watering, because they normally do when I feel like, my eyes started watering. Just wanted to share that. Some people might think it's crazy, some people might not. I just felt like it was all them colours, like colours of the chakras. So I did ask for healing within. My eye's going to twitch now, because I've had left eye twitching all this week. And I had ringing in the ears this morning in my right ear. I think, was it this morning? 17 thumbs up. Ringing in the ears. I think it was this morning. Or was it last night? Can't remember. And it was a different ringing. It was in the right ear. So just thought I'd share that in case anyone else has had that or sees that. Very nice to meet you. And I know that, I don't know if I'm saying your name right, Andrea has, you shared something today when you're doing your travelling thing. And I get this thing sometimes, not all the time, if I'm caught the orbs like you found, Dolly. Told you you would. I'll talk about that in a minute. Sometimes, if I remember, because I remember you saying that if I don't write something down in my book next to my bed when I wake up in a dream or whatever, I forget. So sometimes it's like I feel like I'm flying over trees, and I'll see the tops of trees as I'm looking down from a bird's eye view. It's always quite green. So I always get that every now and again, like I'm going somewhere. Yeah, ears ringing a lot. Yeah, and left twitchy eye all this week. Left twitchy eye, twitchy eye. Sometimes I get it when I'm watching certain videos that I resonate with, and my eyes like light codes or something, as some people will say. But yeah, and then it's doing it now. Then we get the whole orb thing, and I haven't got the right lighting for any to come in, I don't think, at the minute. And I did that one yesterday. Sometimes I feel daft doing it, whatever, but I'm not bothered. And people go, it's dust. It's hilarious, because that video, the last one I put up, yeah, there was a lot of dust. I knew that. The beginning filming of it, I didn't think I was filming, because I knew as soon as you move, yes, dust gets kicked up, tiny particles get kicked up. I know that. I think people don't think I know that. And I didn't realise I'd filmed that bit at the beginning where they were all like, phew. So yes, I knew that was dust. But what I'm saying is that most of you know that can film them. When you do get the ones that I normally sit there when it's settled. I can't look in chat at the minute when it's settled. As soon as it's settled and you ask and they come in, then you know it's not dust. And I know it's not dust because I've had one with wings in. Many people on this channel have. That's why I sing and stuff, because it's a vibration, it's a frequency. That's why I can't sing, but that's why you hear me making noises or singing, because it's a frequency. And I have communicated when I've asked for a flash, and they flash, and they're all through my videos. I've had golden flashes, I've had a rainbow orb come in, go back and look for it, a rainbow orb come in right to the camera. So sorry to the people who think it's dust. I think a lot of people who are disconnected from the divine, from the creator, from source, from whatever you want to call it, God, whatever, when you're disconnected, you're not going to see what others see or feel, because you're disconnected. This is all about reconnecting to, if you want to call it God, source, creator, whatever. We're all source as well. I think, just like Andrew said today, I believe that as well. We manifest a lot in this world, this realm. So we are the creators too. It is us through our thoughts and the consciousness of that, when we're all on the same page. So I do get that I do get that as well. Yes, mine was blue and it wasn't dust. Exactly, Michael Healy. And this is what I'm saying about people who say it's dust. Go and research it yourself. Get your cameras out with a flashlight on and go and research and speak and ask things, and you will see. Some people are in fear and they won't do it. Other people know and they don't want other people to know, so they put them in fear because they don't want you looking. Yes, 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 we are the creators. We are the creators. That's what they don't want you to know. Yeah, earring is sometimes annoying, but I can accept it and let it go. Yeah, I just like, yeah, something's going on, having a bit of a download, whatever it is, Twitch eye, whatever, something's going on. I don't know, DNA changing, whatever. I'm like, I'll go with it, I'll go with all of it. Yeah, if we can manifest on earth, which they wanted to distract us from, therefore we can create our reality. So therefore, we are like, I know some people don't like this, God's creators, whatever. We are from source. Therefore, we can create. They've been creating their world because they knew how it all worked with the energies and how we use them and how we extract them. I can't say the word. How we transmute them. It's all alchemy, baby. But even in the Bible, it doesn't want you looking at that because that got twisted as well. I don't know where people are at where they think the only book that never got touched was the Bible. Because what happened before then? Oh, it did. But it's the way people translate it as well. So, remind me to pull a card out at the end. Because it tells us not to. Our higher self speaking to us all the time. First time I've ever been timed out. Oh, John, did you get timed out? Who timed John out? Who timed John 4 out? John 4's alright. But I didn't time you out. What did you say? I can't see what's going on. What did you say? It might have someone who got triggered. You got to remember, we have a lot of Americans in, and sometimes. Oh, it was JP. Yeah, he's all right, JP. No, they're just very protective, and sometimes because we have Americans in, sometimes they don't get. Sometimes I think it's our humour and stuff. I have met John, so you're all right. So, yeah, John Thor's fine. Check his channel out as well. That's all. It's okay. It's okay. See, they're just vetting you, John. It's because they've not seen you in here a lot. Do you know what I mean? So they have to be careful. Uh, yeah, exactly. Just open the mind for new. Spirit has no border. Yeah, and this is what I want to say. Yeah, the Matrix is we're reconnecting back to the spirit realm. We were never disconnected. We just got distracted. Yeah, I will give John full revenge actually. Not because of JP. It wasn't because of you, JP. But yeah, he is. Where is he? He's a good guy. I don't know where is he? Oh, he's there. Um, that was quite funny actually. Talking of triggers, the past month I was walking. I was a walking trigger, but it helped to release. Yeah, the thing is with getting triggered is as the book on the shelf. This one will trigger a lot of people. This one. That's why Donald Trump wrote a book called Triggered, because everyone thinks it's politics and it's not. There's many layers of, did you know Trump was a fourth dimensional chess player? Just saying. Oh, I love it. I love it. I'll just say, love from Vermont. Hello. We get triggered. I get triggered. I got triggered last week. We get triggered, but people think it's not good to get triggered, but it actually is good to get triggered only if you can look about what you got triggered for and if it did you any good to get triggered. When I've been triggered, sometimes I'm like, oh, I've got triggered. But sometimes you get triggered and it's funny because then you can blast some badass energy back at that badass energy. But sometimes you get triggered off people, even that you're friends with or whatever. And I've had that recently. I've had it in the past. But then sometimes I think, right, why was that like reflecting? You've got to reflect. Why was I like, what was that all about? And then you go, I know what it was about. Yeah, I was feeling this, and this. And it must have been that, and that. And that's reflecting. You're only soulless if you can't reflect. And these off the dark side, whatever you want to call them, elites, the Luma Fati, Luma Donkey, all the names under the sun that I call them, they're soulless because they can't reflect. They don't care. They are not one of us. They are not one of us. They have no souls, just saying. So it is good to get triggered in a way. I don't mean with violence. That's not the way to go. I'm just talking about looking at what triggered you. And I think sometimes what's happening today is because we're all still working on ourselves and we're all purging, you're going to get triggered by more things. And that gets rid of the purging, just like Anne just said then. It can bring stuff up that you think you're like, no, I'm pretty all right with it. You know, I'm in these realms and I'm doing all right. And I'm not. I've got rid of all this badass energy and these entities that were attached to me. No, you haven't. You'll keep unearthing it. And these things are happening out there, even though we say it's bad. And we're finding out about the trafficking of kids and, blah, 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 and all that stuff, all that dark stuff we would say. But the dark stuff has to happen to get rid of the dark stuff within us. As above, so below. As within, so without. It has to be unearthed in the 3D, which is what's going on now with mainstream media and all that that's going on, as I keep shouting out about. Can you see Amanda's allotment comments? Oh, Amanda's allotments comments. No, I can't. No. I thought she had another name. I don't think so. If she can comment again. No, and she wasn't blocked or anything, because I know Amanda. Not unless she makes another. That's a bit weird. I know, and I've got to find Suze. I keep telling Suze that I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna go on my computer tomorrow and see if I can get that thing done. I keep telling her and I keep forgetting. I am rubbish. But no, I can't see Amanda. Yes, Joe, what was that? Some of them are hunt the positive energy, but if you see no, yeah, I do see that as well. I see it. I think Anja, is that how you say your name? Sorry. Try to imagine myself as a monk, so when I get triggered, yeah. Are you like this? You try to imagine yourself like, right, I'm gonna get triggered. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to be. I'm just gonna sit in the centre, and I'm not saying anything either way and getting triggered by energy. But sometimes it's good to get triggered because it gets rid of it. And also, yeah, you can get triggered by, don't be surprised you get triggered by good things. Yeah. Also, oh, where was it? I just saw someone. Hang on a minute. Yeah, some of them are hunt the positive. I do think that as well. And I think Andrew was saying that today is, the dark side will see your little light shining and they will try and attack. And I think that's what used to happen in the past. But I think there's that much light going on now. And they're not winning, as we all know, with the whole, it's already won. So it's just been unearthing down here, as above, so below. If it wins above, it wins below. And it is doing, is that they try to attach. But you, as long as you know, and that's the whole thing, is I know this might sound really whack to people, but this is just how I feel it is. If they knew, when we didn't know, when we were a bit asleep and we didn't know about the energies and how they work and this, that, and the other, and when you're distracted by other things, you don't know. But once you know, this is all the whole thing of looking at what you got triggered for and reflecting and stuff, that's how they can go after you. So at the end of the day, that's why it's not going to work for them in another sense, as time moves on now very quickly, the quickening of people waking up, because they're going to understand that they're not going to be that distracted in that way anymore. And they're going to be shining the light a lot brighter. The dark doesn't like the light. So, you know, I see proof, but positive is light. What they fear. Yeah, they fear the light. That's why they never wanted us to shine our light. They never wanted us to step out in the light of truth. They never wanted us to shout the truth. You can see it as many different things. They never wanted us to wake up. But this day was always going to come, because if you want to call it the divine game, the matrix game, when people wake up, this time was going to come. They could never suppress us for ever and ever and ever. They've done it for a very long time. But they knew at some point we would wake up, because the whole way it's gone. I say all the, like I said at the beginning, Back to the Future, all the tech that's coming in is not new tech. I don't think it's new tech. I think we're flipping 100 years behind. They'll bring it out like, oh, we've got these things that cure and we've got this new technology. No, we've had it for ages. It's life, Jim, but not as we know it. We've had it for ages. It's ancient technology. So like I said, we're going back to the future. We're going back to the past for the future. Nothing new under the sun there and all that sort of stuff. Just saying. I bring it in words. I just bring it how I see it, and I just hope people understand what I'm saying, but I know a lot of you do. Hi, Dolly. I seen you. I'll see that Brian Harvey again. Yeah, I don't mean I know Brian Harvey. I did a video on him a few years ago with a few other things, and I've gone in there before, and I know there's a lot of people that go in there. So, yeah. And he may have seen me on Red Pill Fields because they know each other. I know there's been things that have gone on, but everyone's, you know, it's hard when everyone's trying to get the truth out. But I didn't actually know that he watched a few of my videos, and That was really nice of him to shout that. And what the message, what I was trying to give Brian, if he does ever see this, is Brian, justice is coming. Justice is coming worldwide. It isn't just one thing. A lot of people think it's just the BBC or it's just this fraction or it might just be in England. It's worldwide. You know, the TV, I wouldn't even watch any of the TV. They're all in on it. They're all control systems. Justice is coming for all the people that have all that nasty stuff that's happened. That's what the whole thing with Seth Richards as well. Justice is coming for the people this time, worldwide, because we're all connected. We're all connected. Doesn't matter where you live, what colour skin you are, high sleeping warrior. It's all connected. So it doesn't mean this is only going on in England. It's going on everywhere with the governments, and it's not even that. It's what lies behind it. So justice is coming for the people. It's just happening at the right divine time. Like I just said before, they knew this time was going to come. When the people of the world stood up and said, no more. No more. You stood over the red line. You crossed that red line when you crossed the line with our kids worldwide. What you've been doing, i.e. Haiti and many other places. So, yeah. And there's lots of beautiful people out there who know about energy. Angie's one of them, who do stuff in certain ways, meditating and all that, who fire the light at the dark. Do you know what I mean? And that's why with Q, it's called Dark to Light. You know, it's not called the Great Awakening for nothing. It's not because people are waking up to one thing. People are waking up to a layer, a multiple universe we live in. There's multi-layers going on. It ain't just the government. It ain't just the TVs. It ain't just this. There's layers behind that, multi-dimensional. That's all I'm saying. It's life, Jim, but not as we know it, not as we know it, not as we know it. Yeah, that's what Jim got told in Star Trek, because it's not as we know it, it's not what we've been told. People who don't understand it or fear it will sit there and think you're an absolute nutcase. They don't get it. Oh, it's you seeing orbs, that's dust, this is that, because they can't fathom that, like Roxanne the Globalist and I say, you've all been lied to. People laugh at people in flat earth. It's like, look, we've all been lied to. CGI that NASA puts up. Go and check out the real stars. Go and check out Tapper's channel. I mean, there's loads of different channels out there that are putting stuff up of stars, how they pulse and vibrate, celestial living beings, bodies in our vicinity. Not what NASA say. Yes, Effie, they're pushing harder, but we got this. We have got this. A bit like what Higher Realms Holistic, is it Higher Realms Holistic would say? We've got this, Lady V, we've got this. The light's got it. People don't know half of the stuff that is going on. The star is getting bright. That Venus star, honest to God, go and look at it now. It is shining the light off that star at the minute. No wonder they want to chemtrail the skies to block the sun up. You know, the sun. The energy off that and the stars. Oh my God, have you seen Venus? Exactly, it's huge. Every time my son gets dropped off, or no, picked up in the evening when he goes to his dad's and his partner picks him up, I always look behind her head going, that's the biggest, that's the biggest, shiniest star. I've never seen that big. Venus. What does Venus remind you of? What have we all got to go back to? What have we all got to go back to, basically? What does that star represent? What do we get told, you know, whether it's true or not? What do we get told that star is? So what energy do you think is trying to get in? What does Venus represent? Come on, people. Yeah. Hi, Dave. Love. Hi, TYY. Yeah, it's a good chat, Anja, and I'll be over in one of yours one time. Love. This is what we've got to go back to. Love. Yeah, sounds all hippy-dippy power, fairy, airy, fairy. It's not. If people loved one another and respected people and loved one another, see yourself in another, look in someone's eyes. Yeah, you could call it Christ. You know, it's love at the end of the day. I see Christ consciousness as love. I see God as love, as an energy of love, as don't do to others that you wouldn't do to yourself. I don't see Christ as a man or a body. I see it as an embodiment of love. It's an energy. God to me is a source, you know, source creator. People fight over what it is, this, that, and the other. But at the end of the day, it is love. That's what, let's say, that embodiment was spreading around the world was love. If you love thy neighbour and you be good to thy neighbour and don't do to others that you wouldn't do to yourself, then we wouldn't have a problem, would we, today, really? But people aren't like that. People are nasty. People are narcissistic. They've been breeding this world to be a narcissistic playground. People don't have respect for people. Go on a bus and everyone's shouting on the phone. I feel like saying, shut the F up. I mean, yeah, talk on your phone, but why do you have to be shouting out a vibration dead loud so everyone can hear what you had for your dinner, what you did on the toilet and everything that loud that, I'm like, I'm not deaf, mate, I don't need to know the ins and outs of your life, but I've heard it now, in that sort of vicinity of, I've got my own vibe going on here and they're trying to bring it down because nobody gives a toss about others. So it's like, yeah, let's give the person who thumbed this video down a lot of love. I can't guess who it is. It's probably the person I've blocked again, a person from America that keeps trying to bring the energy down. But, it's not happening because, once you know, you know. Yes, Sally Horn. I have one that Dave helped me get, a telescope, but obviously been waiting for clearer skies. But I bet you've seen what I've seen. When you look at a star, you will see, I saw red and blue. And funny enough, Pacific Rim here that I'm watching, the new one, the Uprising. Oh yeah, the baddie and the goodie's red and blue because that's the energy. It's a bit like, the earth, the battery, your power points, the electrical wires. It's all energy. Whoop, whoop. And you will see the stars pulsating and vibrating. And if you check Tapper77's channel out, he's put one up with a Nikon camera. It is beautiful. He's filmed Venus. Please go and watch it. Also, another channel. You might have to repeat what you're saying in chat because I'm not looking at the minute. I'm just going off to find something. I can see people talking. Let me just find out. Some channel called The Sky, Not As You Know It. Not As You Know It. It's live, Jim, but not The Sky, Not As You Know It by capital letters, JRE Show. I'm sure Tapper will find it and put it in chat, but this here. He's got orbs flashing in and out in the sky. This channel. You can't see properly, but if you check that channel out, he's got stars on there, different things going on in the sky, things flying behind chemtrails that don't look, could be military, could be anything. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying there's people out there doing a lot. Just let me check the chat. Pray for all the low frequency trolls. Do you know what? I feel sorry for him. Some of them don't know they're doing it because they don't understand because they're in fear. And when you don't understand something, you fear it. Has anyone watched Altered Carbon? I've just nearly got to the end of it. Altered Carbon, and the new series is out. Shows you in there about facing yourself, facing your fears within, and realising that we're much stronger than we're told we are. Just like someone said, I think it was Adam said today on Roxanne's channel, they try to disconnect us from the creator. We can't be disconnected because we are. So they didn't win, did they? They didn't win. They won for a while, but they knew this would not last. They knew there's always been a rebellion, but this time it's different. It's not going to be, oh, well, this always happens. And no, I don't think that. This is it now. This is it. They have to go. You want to call them entities, they have to go this time. They're being eradicated off the earth this time. A bit like in the queue, these people will be eradicated. Who says the people at the end of the day? They ain't. I mean, you watch that Altered Carbon, they ain't human, organic sort of, no. Yeah, there's definitely weather wars out there. We know about the weather wars. But another look on the weather is, yes, it's been windy. We're having all these storms and we are in the eye of the storm. And if you're in the eye of the storm, then you can see the shit flying around and we're just like, Yeah, okay. That's another thing about energy. I don't believe energy isn't good or bad. I just believe energy is energy. Once you harness that energy, which I believe the Luma Fati knew, the Luma Donkey, was is how you use it, your intentions, as I've already said. Oh, thank you, Sally. As I've always said, it's not secret societies harnessed energy, but they used it for their devices. So if they're using it, like I've said, example, Tesla. We all knew Tesla, Nikola Tesla, not Tesla who works for piggy NASA. Nikola Tesla knew about energy. He wanted free energy for the world. Edison came in and stole it, if you haven't looked into it, he put volts through elephants and killed an elephant, did this, and then blamed it on Tesla. So no one wanted that, and then he put it on a meter, so we all have to pay for it. It's free in the universe, we shouldn't have to be paying for any of it. And at the end of the day, that's how they get in and manipulate the system, because there was a lot of them that did this. And someone shouted out in Roxanne's chat, oh, it's the Jews. I blocked this person because it isn't the Jews. They knew of the creator. It's the fake ass ones, those who said they were Jews but are not, which are the Khazarian mafia, which is part of the EU as well. Those from, I don't mean the people, I'm saying the high ups. A bit like on the Q map. Let's have a bit of a look at this Q map that I've not had out for ages. You know, this big one. I think of quantum. This big thing going on here. Oh, yeah. This bit where it says, where does it say? I mean, remember, at the bottom of this map, it all stood for human rights abuse, because we've all been abused. No matter what you think, we've all been abused. There was a bit on here about, I can't find it because it's massive. Yes, we've obviously got, I'll tell you what we have got for Anja. Is it Anja? Now, most people who have been watching me for a long time will know, if you remember, that I spoke of the Vril Society ages ago with Maria Orkic, with women with very long hair, because we know that hair is an antennae, picks up frequencies. Now, we all know I love Nikola Tesla, and I've talked about it many times, and the connection between Nikola Tesla and Donald J. Trump. Trump's uncle knew Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla knew Maria Orkic. Yugoslavia disappeared in 1945, part of the Vril Society. Now, people get a bit like, oh, well, she was evil because she worked with Hitler. No, they just wanted what she knew, that she was picking up from the antennae. Anja has a lot on the Vril Society, so if you're interested in it, please watch the videos. I don't know when I did it. It might have been removed. I never know. It was ages ago. But I did just talk a little bit on it and saying they knew about the energies and like maybe the cosmos or whatever. But I would say Hitler was interested in knowledge for technology, like the bell and all that. But if you didn't know, there was a connection between Donald Trump's uncle, who knew Nikola Tesla because the FBI raided when he died. People go, oh yeah, that's because it was like, no, some papers went missing. And we all know Donald Trump is not a politician. It's layered, and the whole thing to do with, what's it called? The Looking Glass, time machine, and all them things that Tesla, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. John Trump had read over, yes, John Trump had read over Tesla's papers, and I've shouted this out many times before. So if Trump doesn't know what's going on, he sure does, because he shouted out free energy. Everything's energy. I've got loads of energy. We need clean waters and clean skies, because it all works off clean water and clean skies. And if you've seen Altered Carbon, the second series, I'm not going to spoil it all, but the woman, when she regains her memory, is when she gets in the water, that crystal fluid, and memories start coming back in the water. The living, breathing waters that we're in, we're in the living, breathing waters. This is the living, breathing waters, though it's not full density, so it's not like that sort of liquid. So to me, when you get orbs in, they're like memory bubbles, they're like little things that float down, like the celestial bodies in the sky. They look like light shining in the waters above, as above, so below. So, just saying. Yeah, exactly, Angela. They started messing with our frequencies years ago. I mean, some people could say maybe the 1940s or before that, but they realised by the TV and certain different things, frequencies in radios, music and all that, they mess with our, yeah, I love Trump, they mess with our frequencies. The television was introduced in the 1950s as an alpha state hypnosis because everyone believes what the television said. Tell lies in visions. Go and watch the film and they live. Just saying. So let's just have a little look again on this map because I tell you what, when I first got this, I was like, oh my god. We've got Atlantis at the top with Lemuria and Mu. Now, what makes me laugh about this is it's got the whole technology slash spirituality. Now, what I see as, people might agree, people might not, is spirituality and technology are both together. You can have technology with spirituality. It's what it was. It just got taken over and they knew they could mess with our frequencies. So we're going back to the future. We're going back to be like that again, but for the future. And then on the other map of the Q map, because there's many, the more spiritual side of it, solar flash and all that, we've got sacred geometry. I can never say it. I was saying about that before. Universal knowledge, which yes, it is. Return to source. Omnipresence, omniscience. Remember when I got that word in my head and I didn't even know what it was? The rainbow body. Tibetan Buddhism. Venus. Oh, I didn't see this. Let's check Venus out. Venus. Right, let me see this. I didn't see this because I was talking about Venus. Yeah, 369 energy, frequency and vibration. Right, we've got, it says Venus. Ra, original of Ra, ancient builder race. 1.38 years ago. H buildings. Miles high towers. Sentinels. The 5th, the 6th and the 7th density. Oh my god, I can't even read it. Custom, I can't even see what it says. Of ancient builder race tech. The obelisks. Now, someone put out on Facebook, what are the obelisks? What do they look like pointing up to the sky? Tesla, energy extracting or admitting. Oh, yes. Probably extracting. Obelisks. And then we've got the ancient race, the ancient builder race. We've got the blue avians, which makes me think of the blue orbs. It just does. The guardians. Ruins of the ancient builder race civilization lay scattered across the solar system. Technology and spiritual superior, 6th density. It just goes on and on. It's just great. Yeah, everyone says that, JP, but it's actually not. People get triggered and go, oh, it's man and he's big. They always have to erect these things everywhere. If you think about it, it's got a pyramid on top of it. Why would it be pointing up to the sky? Is it on ley lines? Don't forget you get a lot of lightning that might hit something. It's definitely to do with extracting energy or frequencies or so on and so forth. But yeah, I have seen that said before. But yeah. And then we've got Q on this because this is the whole, like, of everything. And if you look, we're under the dome here. This is out of the dome. You've got Antarctica there as well, out of the dome. And we've got, for people who don't know, QAnon, high-ranked military intelligence, Trump, where we go one week wall, Anons, Patriots, release, free energy. This is what they're supposed to be doing. Freeing, arresting paedophiles. Says Tripper something, X politics ET book, end human trafficking, Q clock, trusted plan, end the Fed, tribunals, Space Force, to the outer lands, Space Force, the White Hats, Palladian Guidance, which was always been at the bottom of the queue map, was Palladian Guidance. North Korea peace, yeah, we had North Korea peace. CIA outed, they were outed. The CIA weren't doing a proper job. 4chan, 8chan, Geotus or something. Here, all, see all. Anonymous meme wars, we have had the anonymous meme ones. The storm. Oh, that's what I was saying about energies as well. Was what do you call it? The rain. I know it's been raining, especially in England, and all that. I'd see the waters as cleansing. So even though there might be a lot of stuff going on, I do see it as cleansing. And the sky was looking quite nice today, even though it was cloudy, not grey cloud. And it was cold, but I thought, it felt cleaner. Am I buffering? But I think anything that's high that points up to the sky, they're definitely harnessing out of the ether because that's the free energy. So, you've got DC have an obelisk, London has an obelisk, and the Vatican has an obelisk because DC's military, London is money, and the Vatican is religion, as we all know. So they're the three things that try to keep people down: religion, military, and money. There you go. But yeah. Yeah, and the Freemasons, the thing is, when I went to New York, I had a friend who thought they knew everything about the Freemasons, and oh yeah, they were helping people to be free, and I thought, yeah, that was the intentions originally. It's not that I believe that all the Masons were bad at the Freemasons builders and that. I think they were okay. Fractions got in there, and that's why I said the Khazarian Mafia, because in World War II, they pretended they were Jews, but they were not Jews. They went to America and they came out as businessmen. But they said they were Jewish because it's that way of getting people to feel sorry for you, because of what happened. Businessmen, because everywhere's been used as a cooperation. That's why they brought Trump in, because he is, I know, don't even get me started on the Vatican, as a businessman to bring these big fat cats down, shadow government and all that. Yeah, the Vatican is, anyone into God or whatever, and you look at that snake's head and then you look at that monstrosity that the Pope sits in front of, that's like the Antichrist, because that's like the devil. That isn't even a pretty statue. If that's what you want to see it. I don't believe in the devil myself. I just think the devil is the thoughts and the things that keep you down at the end of the day. And if you manifest things in, then you manifest that into you. But just saying, that monstrosity in the Vatican, if you've not seen the snake's head that they sit in, it's like, yeah, he's creepy. He's it's a paedophile place, that is. Oh yeah. Oh, they're saying he's got the coronavirus. That's what they've said on the news on my phone. I'm like, oh, shame that. It won't mean he's got that if the news are reporting that. They might probably mean he's been got, or he'll be getting eradicated or going to Gitmo, whatever it is, because we all know about him. Yeah, they do rituals, and that's the thing, is people think it's all, oh, it's very medieval, don't be so silly, them things don't happen anymore. Oh, yes, they have been happening. Oh, yes, they have been happening. But like I said, it's the end game. Not the end game for us, not the end of cycles for us, not the end of, the world like they try to pump out all the time. It's the end game for them. It's been a game for them. They've used us as pawns and collateral damage and so on and so forth. It's the game over. The Illuminati said in a magazine years ago that I saw that someone put out, the game will be over when the people stand up and all they've got to do is say no more. Well, that's what we're beginning to do. They know it's over. Yeah, I bet he will be cured magically by a magical vaccine, and then everyone will be going, ah, or will he? Because even if something happened to him and they say it's that, it won't be because of that, he's probably been taken out or something, do you know what I mean? News never tell us the truth. Yeah, so many resignations and less is indict and convicted. Yeah, there's loads of people getting arrested. There's been CEOs dropping left, right, and centre out of everywhere. And I mean, that's been going on for a while, but especially Disney. And they'll go, oh, yeah, it's because of the coronavirus in Disney. No, it's because the paedophiles at Disney, they've been trafficking children to Epstein's Island and the other island that he had, saying they were on a Disney tour. Most of us know that. We're awake to it. Just saying. Got to put, say it as it is. But yeah, but they don't report that on mainstream media. People see CEOs are stepping down and people are getting convicted. We've got the indictments, and that's worldwide as well. And there could be loads of people in one indictment, the sealed indictments. Wait till Julian Assange brings out what Seth Rich knew. Whoa. So yeah. It's the greatest time to be alive, I know there's a lot of like seemingly doom and gloom stuff, but at the end of the day, it's the greatest time to be alive. There's people who are not seeing this, it's like, wow. It's the actual takedown of the old guard. Wow. You're not going to see like certain places fall down because we still need things in the system. It's just those systems will be turned over to real good people who are real people who want for the people and not for the people. Hunger Games, that's what we've been living on. It's not for the elites anymore. It's for us, we the people. Maybe some will change because they've been brought up in these families where they didn't realise and they just thought that's the way the world was, that they were above us. No one's above anybody. So we are all one. So just want to say that. So anyway, there's a few channels I want to shout out that Tapper might just chuck in because I'm forgetting what I'm talking about, but I did say I'd shout these out. So we have, if Tapper, you chuck in what I lined up and I'll just go through it because I can't remember. But I know Andrew was one of them, so check out her channel. If you resonate, you resonate. If you do, sub. I know there was the guy who used to do Flat Earth Paradise, Devin, somebody, Maggie, was it? He's really good. I might just try and find a bit that he was talking about. Let me see. My God, I can't remember what his name is. What is his name? I believe coronavirus is about us waking up and control. Yeah, it's waking a lot of people up. I'll say that. A lot of it's to try and bring the economy down, but people are getting wise to that. So, yeah, there's many different layers behind stuff. That's the only like flipping ammo they've got. Right, just let me see if I can find it. Enough is enough. Yeah, we've had enough now. It's time for change. People get scared of change. Right, it was Devin Elon Maggi, I think is how you say it. Yeah, and Prime Disclosure, resonate with Prime Disclosure every morning. I listen to it, resonate every day with the lovely Paul, I think it is. But Devin Elon is someone got triggered by him once, said, oh, he thinks he's Jesus because he's got long hair and a beard and he dresses like this and he dresses like that. It's like, no, you can just grow your hair long. It is an antennae and, But he's done a video called Spirit and Matter, The Illusion of Romance. Romans. You might resonate, you might not. I do resonate with him. Now, I don't mean everything, but I do resonate.
Heaven and hell realms, which are really just figments of duality, has been translated into a material battle here. Spirit, which we could call Sophia.
Because people forget. We have two sides of us. We have this physical body, this physical side. We also have a spirit side. We also have that side of us. And people forget. And they've disconnected from the other side of them. We need to reconnect in balance with that other side of us. We always were from spirit, divine, but people have forgot and moved more to the physical material, thinking you have to love the physical things. physical this, the physical that, and people getting in relationships with people, for example, just because of the physicality of how they look and what they've got in the material. That is not what love's about. Yes, we are attracted to people, but that is not what it all boils down to. But that is what they pump out on mainstream media in the stupid programs that people are so sucked into, like Love Island and Geordie Shores and all that crap and all that stupidness. To get the young as well thinking that they're in a relationship and it only matters on looks and what someone looks like and the amount of makeup on the face and all that sort of stuff. And do you know what I mean? It's not real. It is not real. Yeah, we know they don't call it programming for real, but that's why you sit and watch a TV, tell lies in visions, tell lie vision, and you're being programmed. And no, it's not their fault. You know, I used to sit and watch that crap years ago, but you know, they'll wake up and they're not going to like what they see. And that's when you start going within yourself, because you start realising, oh my God, how easy manipulated have we all been? But we've all been a part of it at some point. So it's not that we're stupid. It's just they were very good at manipulating. You think about it. Yeah, the card. Yeah. You think about it. When the TV came in the 1950s or whenever it was, it would have started off as an okay thing. And then they went, hey up. Look at everyone sat here believing what we put. Hey, this is how we can control the world. Who controls the masses, controls the world? Mainstream, lamestream media. That is why Trump's going after mainstream. Shouting out fake news, because they are. They're getting seen for what they are. Apparently, I got told today, somewhere, I don't know where it was, China, I don't know where it was, could have been anywhere. They were going on about, oh, it's mass hysteria. Even the shops, you know, there's food on the floor and everyone's running in and grabbing the foods off the shelves, you know, because of the coronavirus. Guess what? They got caught out. It was the mainstream media and their crew that trashed the place and put all the bread on the floor to make it look like loads of people have been in running around and causing mass hysteria. Well, there you go. So, like I said, if you haven't watched the film And They Live, it's right there in front of your face what they take down in the end of that film. It's all there for you. One love, one heart in the kingdom. Yeah, taking our kingdom back. You know? So when you see all this like, oh, Harry's doing this with Meghan and, oh, the Pope's doing this and, oh, look at this quote, look what's happening over there. It's all distraction to take the people off exactly what's really going on behind the wizard curtain there over on the Wizard of Oz. Do you know what I'm saying? Behind the curtain. Our shelves are full and supermarket is relaxed. So is ours. So you know, when you go out in the real world, like Roxanne was out in Speaker's Corner today, no one was wearing masks. We know it's all bullshit. But people will still sit in the house being programmed going, oh my God, I need to buy a gas mask, a dust mask, I need to buy this, I need to buy that. We'll put pictures on of the Chinese. The Chinese have always walked around with masks on because of the pollution over there. It's like, oh my God. You want to slap your old self. You do want to slap your old self, but that's when you have an awakening. That's when I had a bit of a what would you say, Kundalini experience, bloody dark night of the soul of like, oh my God, people hate to think that they've been duped. All these sleeping people, it's not their fault. Can you imagine when they begin to wake up, hopefully, if they ever do? I think there's some people that just won't, because they don't want to feel defeated that how dare they have ever had the wool pulled over their eyes. They are that intelligent that they would have known that, they would have seen it coming. Well, guess what? You didn't, because they were very clever in how they did it. No, you didn't. You didn't see it coming. No, you didn't. Yeah, drop the ego, family. And I think it's dropping the ego. I don't think we're getting rid of it completely, because I think we sort of do need it. It's all just about balance. But the big ass one, the big ass ego, definitely needs to go. Because like I said, all they've been bringing in is a narcissistic playground of narcissistic people. And you see it on YouTube and everywhere with certain divisions that were going on not too long ago. And not just in, you know, all over YouTube, in many different communities. Some people don't even know they're doing it. They don't realise what energy they're getting caught up in. It's ridiculous. You got to just flick it off. Flick it off. Bit concerned of a lockdown. I don't think there will be, but you know, just keep your eyes open to what's going on. But we'll see. They won't keep it going for long enough because something will drop. I think they're just certain places are keeping it going so the mainstream media become caught in their own lies, which they are getting. That's what it's all for, to bring mainstream media down, because we the people are the news now. So yeah, the ancestors are watching. Yeah, the watchers. So I better just have a look at my sheet that I can't even read. Oh yeah, so I think the video I just shouted out before with, I think it was Devin. I'm sure it was him who was saying, you know, the other day when I've said there's 7 chakras, there's 7 planetary bodies that match up with our on Earth. You know, we have 7 wonders of the world. We have 7 colours of the rainbow. I forgot he said as well. I thought, oh yes, 7 notes of musical scales. The chakras, the 7 layers of the aura, the 7 fabrications of unknowingness. You know, the 7. I think it was the 7 services into Maya. There's just so many, you know, so many with the 7. He was talking about the 7 and why 6 is scared of 7, because 7, 8, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9 was it, or something like that. Oh god, yeah, the way he explains it is brilliant. But what else was there? We're learning to gain back our energy within and stop giving it away, because they've been feeding off it. And just like you said, Anja, when you said you saw the dark thing, it reminded me of the nothingness. You'll only know if you go over and listen to a video. I saw it today. The nothingness in the never ending story. You've got to have faith and you've got to believe, and it's the nothingness that is eating everything, and it's eating energy. It's eating energy. It feeds off your energy. So that's why you need to boost yourself up. It can come after you in the light, but the light's more powerful. So you know, the dark can't reside in the light. It just can't. So, you know, it's about being in balance. Obviously, it will go back to balance because everything is about balance. And that's why I say with the yin and yang, you can't have two. It's not about the light being more. It's more at the minute to bring it back in. But when it goes back down, it'll be together in balance. It's both. So it's in balance. They can't destroy Vril. No, they can't. And I see that as sort of like they can't destroy. Actually, it's written on here somewhere. Where is it? I wrote something down. I think Devin might have said, but I thought, well, yeah, exactly what you're saying there is. Let me see if I can find it. You know when you have something written out and then you can't bloody find it? Hang on. Where was it? Oh my god, where's that gone? I wrote something down. I saw it before and now I can't bloody find it. Is it on here? No. No. I've got papers all over. It's probably in front of my face. Let me just check again. Yeah, it was something to do with what you just said. Anyway, they can't destroy. Like, they know they can't. Basically, they can't destroy things of the divine, which we are. It can't be destroyed. But you need to take your energy back. There's lots of right. There was that video I wanted to put. There was Anja's shout out to Anja. There was who else Tapper did I put in? There was that one with this Tapper's channel as well for the stars. Yeah, Grimm's Fairy Tales, exactly. There was Prime Disclosure. There was, I'm sure there was something else, can't remember. Let me have a look. Quick browse through. And the lovely as well. Let me see if I can find her. Because she talks to me over on Instagram. The lovely Rosa Jenner. Please go over and sub to Rosie Jenner. Some of you might resonate, some of you might not. I totally resonate with her. She's watched me for a bit and I've watched her as well, and some of the people that she knows. The lovely Rosie Jenner, who's a great artist who draws some fantastic pictures, and also she had a bat that came in her little house thing where she lives, and it sat on her hat, this little bat, and it got attracted to some light and it was just sitting there perching on a hat. But please check out Rosie Jenner from the UK. My eye's twitching. Oh, it was. We had that. I have to go back through. Thank you, Tapper. I forgot what I'm watching. We had Red Pill Phil talking to MC Tunes. That was good. American Prophet. Whoop whoop. The End Game. Now, I don't know if it was American Prophet. I'm going to have to find it now. Switch it down a minute. But I've told you, Melania trolls in a dresses. I don't know if it was this one. Showing you a bit of the old the old obelisk going on and all that, and 140 foot. And then we've got this. Now, told you that see this? I think it's Jackie Onassis. I think it is. See the green? Melania always trolls in a dresses. There's the Simpsons. Yeah, Trump knows about 5G, just plays about with it. I think it was Jackie Onassis, because obviously we're talking about JFK Jr. Watch Melania's scarf. It's near enough the same pattern that was on, I think it was Jackie Onassis's dress when she was stood in front of the Taj Mahal. If you don't know, Melania, Trump is a foghorn. He just says it as it is, and Melania trolls in her dresses. And if you watch what Melania wears, if you know about certain coding, you'll know why she's wearing a certain colour or a dress. For the lovely JFK Jr., my painting is over there. So that's really good. So check out the American Prophet. That channel is ace at putting their videos together, just like Jenny Hatch. They've done the End Game, and they've put The Sky Falls, da da da. You know, the James Bond music to it, because the Skyfall thing was in queue a bit ago. That was really good. Yeah, also the scarf around her neck and a circle with a Q. Yeah. Oh, Q it. Yeah. There's loads in it. Yeah. As we know, they are part of the Q team. Whoop, whoop, whoop. What else did we have? We also had, so that was American Prophet. Brilliant. And the videos aren't too long either. Professor Melonhead. We also had, there's FPV Angel out there as well channel, Decoding the Realm. That's quite good as well. Laura Eisenhower was waffling on about something the other day. We've got the Barbs of War that we're talking about, the connective re-engineering cult fiction, you know, and all that stuff to do with China and all that was really good. We've had who else? Tapper, I can just show it right now, the Venus one. Check Tapper's video out. He caught this himself. This is Venus, people. That's Venus. What Tapper caught on his own camera. And if you look in the middle of all that energy going on, you can actually see the shape of a star. I can see the shape of a star, many different, I mean, that was ace. Tapper caught that on his own Nikon camera. That's Venus. That's what Venus does. That's what NASA doesn't tell you. So please check out Tapper's video and find the one with Venus on it. It's amazeballs. Energy, energy, energy. What else did we have? What else was I looking at? Got Jenny Marie Hatch. There were some videos anyway that I was shouting out. I can't remember, but I think if Tapper's put the line up in there, then that's good. And you can all go and check them out. If you resonate, you resonate. If you don't, you don't. Don't get triggered sometimes by going into a chat and just because maybe even you're a flat earther and it says globe, that has put you off. There's many things I'll shout out and I'll go, I might not resonate with this, but I resonate with that bit of it because that bit's truth. Because normally the truth is whatever you resonate with. The other bit that you might be not resonating with is maybe that's not true. And they all do that on the dark side. They'll put bits of truth in things so you resonate with things and you feel. What we've got to go back to doing is feeling before I go, because I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. when a lot of people start to wake up having the red pill, it's not, I don't think it's all going to be the same as when we first woke up, or people before me and them and them and them, where we had all this anger stuff. I mean, people are going to be angry. They don't have to actually go through looking down all the rabbit holes we look through. All they've got to do now is watch stuff and feel if it's true. It's a feeling. It's not, I mean, yes, it is a knowing, but it's through that feeling. It's not what you've been told on TV. It's a feeling that resonates. You know, through a feeling, because we feel the vibrations and the frequency of what's being said. It's not really what we're saying. A lot of you in here understand me because I think you're picking up on a certain frequency, vibration of what I'm trying to put out. I know that sounds mad, but that's how I see it. That's how you resonate with some people. It's a vibration of that person's energy. So, who's that? Oh, yes, Professor Rachel Mellon had YouTube is great for JFK Jr. Room has it all and his. Yeah. Yeah, you'll find out, Sally, that a lot of people that you sub to, they'll disappear. It's YouTube messing about. That's why people will say, oh, I didn't get a notification today. We're like, yeah, it's just YouTube messing. So you'll get that. I get it for people I watch. I'm like, I thought I was sub to them. They're taking people off to, so you're not getting reminded of people that you might have been watching, or the notification isn't going to come up. That's how they do it, because they don't want you talking about stuff. Now, I'm going to go now because I'm going to go and finish my film off of Pacific Rim. The Ring of Fire's on there, by the way. There's a lot of things in that, and China's in it and everything. And I see it a bit as like this virus they were putting out, this dark thing that was coming, and yeah, there's a lot in it, but you know, the red and the blue, which I see as electricity and energy, which I see as the negative and the positive charge. That's all. What do you use it for? What do you use it for? So I'm going to watch the end of that because I've got 20 minutes left on it. I still need to sort my hair out because I've been twisting the roots. Takes a bit of time. Sometimes I do that while I'm watching TV. Totally forgot what I was going to come and talk about, so I probably will put more bits in. But like I said, we're going, it's Back to the Future. We're going back. We need to go back. The future needs to be what it once was, as in the higher frequencies and vibrations and how it all held together, the earth with harmony. And we had tech with spirituality, but it worked together, but they brought it down. So really, when they've talked about the future they wanted to go to of control, it's not really a future for us. It was a future for them. And we were more like de-evolving because we were falling asleep like fallen angels, but we are awakening. Please check out Altered Carbon on Netflix. Yes, we know what Netflix are, but you've got to see through it all. And the second series, if you've watched the first one, and Pacific Rim just came up, and I really enjoyed that film anyway, and now they've put the new one up. So thanks for you and your words. We're gonna 432 hertz, and yes. Oh, actually, before I go, I'll ding my 428 hertz donger, and I'll pull a card out. I forgot a card. Remember, we got this the other day. Transitions to spirit realm. Well, yeah. So let's pick a new one. Let's pick some cards before I go. Yeah, my daughter, as I call it, is a... Oh! I've lost the thing for it. Where's it gone? $5.28. You ready? Three times. Thank you, Ricardo. Right, cards. Let's see if my higher self. Oh, it's 4-4. 40 in and 40 likes. 4-4 is 8, infinity and beyond. So let's change the cards up. Thank you. Well, the thing is, to bring a good vibration in on chat is part of what we've got to do. It's the vibration, is it? It's helping. So it's an energy, you see, for all the energy that they try to bring us down in. If it's just doing that, then that's good. That's what I'm here to do, basically. So let's see what my higher self pulls out of the deck. Oh, and there it goes. And it is... Ooh, it says shallow grave. You miss somebody. Could mean a lot of things, but because there's a skeleton sat there and we just said the other one was the spirit realm, you could sort of see that as the other side of us. And I don't mean a dead skeleton, I mean the spirit side, you know. You know, tuning fork. Yeah, it's a tuning fork, JP. So, and you could be missing the old self of you, getting back to the old self. You've got to go back, a bit like I said, Back to the Future, to the old self. You know, if you got a bit lost before. Let's do the secret language of colours, and I'm just going with my intuitive feeling on it, not what the cards say. Let's do some colours. Seeing as we were talking about colours before, of chakras and the meditation that I had earlier on. It's Finn's birthday next week. He's going to be 5. So he's all excited. Oh, you have that one too, me now, do it at the same time. Yeah. Oh, you've got one too, JP. Stay safe and be positive energy all outlet. Yeah, just keep pumping good energy out. Let's see what we get in these cards. I feel like I need to be propped up. Oh. Yeah, he's growing up now, isn't he? He's getting a big boy. Oh, 2 cards fell out of this one. Oh, there you go. Is it Azure? I don't know. 36, which is protect yourself. I know it's the sun. Protect yourself in the light. Purify in the light. Shine your light. Protect yourself. See the rays and the bits coming off. Blue. Peach. Inhale a breath of life. Sometimes you just have to breathe. And apparently, isn't there something to do with peach pips that's supposed to be healthy or something? I can't remember what it is with that, but just saying. I've got a couple of decks out here, so let's go with the Angels of Atlantis, because they're orbs on this one. Let's see what they say. Even though I probably won't be able to read the names out of the angels. Finn's a Pisces too. I always forget. And he's called Finn, like Finn the fish, which I didn't know. But he's and he's awake. I tell you, my God. He'll argue the fact with you till cows come on. Yes, a Pisces. He is. Pisces. Always like being a Pisces. Oh, hi Rachel, no worries. I'm going in a minute. Had visitors. You can always catch up after. Right, come on, cards. Oh, there we go. Oh, you are joking me. Oh my God. Oh, you can't get any better than this. I'm going to have to find the meaning behind it. Are you ready? You know, I've just showed you a video and I went on about Trump at the Taj Mahal and just going on about Malala before in the dress with JFK Jr.'s mum. Are you ready? It's only the Taj Mahal. It's only yeah. Boom. And it says serenity. So let's find this one. There you go. Shamail. Is it Shamail? Shamail? I can never say the names right. Angel Shamail. Shamail. And there it was in the video. I've just shown you the Taj Mahal. So yeah, just saying. Right, let's find this one. Yep, see. I'm just trying to find this one. What is this one? This book's weird. Where is it? This is weird. And it is... Actually, is it in here? This is a bit odd. I've got that one. I've got that one. What are we looking for? Serenity. Obviously, we know what serenity means, but I just thought I'd read it of what this book is. Well, there it is. So it says, I'm probably saying this name wrong, but there you go. Shamail brings you peace of mind, one of the great angelic gifts. It is from the state of serenity that you can always feel the abundance of source, as we were just talking about, providing for you. It is always will. Serenity means that we offer our challenges to God for the divine. We always bring us a resolution in the form of the miracles. Allow yourself to develop visionary faith in the ideal of serenity instead of blindly following the ego paradigms. We were talking about ego before, that lead you to challenge. Serenity is our natural state of mind when we yield to the grace and so chant Rama Da Sa Sa Say So Hung. I've probably said that wrong. Never mind. To bring the elements of your being into the beauty of the serenity experience, just like the exquisite energy of the Taj Mahal, our love for the serene in life will last forever. Remember what I said about the 7 wonders of the world. They have meaning to them. That I just said about the Taj Mahal, our love. We just talked about Venus bringing love in. The Taj Mahal, them areas that have been built on, I believe, the 7 wonders of the world hold like the chakras of our bodies and the celestial bodies above. Just saying, that's how I see things. If you think about it, it's life, Jim, but not as we know it. Not as we've been taught at all. So all the naysayers that come in and say this, that and the other, you've been lied to. You need to get used to it. This realm doesn't work the way we were taught. I'll quickly just do one from the universe deck. See what the universe has to say. You know, not a coincidence it just pulled out the Taj Mahal one, is it? My higher self. You know? No, not a coincidence. Could have been Black Pearl Tower, couldn't it? Could have been any cards. Proven every time we do the cards at the end of what I've been saying. Always matches up. People say, oh, it's just because... No. We just talked about the Taj Mahal. Talked about it the other day. Could have been any card, but no. Oh, this fell out. Hang on. Oh, it's 2 just jumped out, and we've got the moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. I think we got that the other day. And the next one is joy is the ultimate creator. Of course it is. That's why they don't want us to be in a joyous relationship with each other. Enjoy your work, enjoy everything you do. They didn't want us to do that. That's why they dumbed us down and kept us in fear. Fear, fear, fear. That's it. Yeah, Blackpool Tower. Oh. Yeah, he's excited, Rachel. So we've got that. And the one more I'll do is my new deck, which I just find very, going for the times right now is the Work Your Light Oracle cards. So let's go with this. Let's see. They're just very, very pretty. Let's see. Yeah, it's all about joy. Joy, joy, happy joy, joy. So remember to check out the channels that Tapper's put in chat, even if I haven't talked about them. But there are things you can go and watch there if you want. It's just things I'm sharing that I watch. If you resonate, you resonate. If you don't, you don't, and that's okay. Yeah, this deck's a newish one. I love it. It's quite pink and blue. It's got roses on it, highest frequency. So let's see the cards for the message. Gonna tingle. Oh, there we go. And it's this one. Oh, it's the one we got the other day, but you know, I guess this is what's going on. It is the Warrior Woman. Remember we got this the other day? Have you answered your deepest calling? Yes, I'm trying to give out good vibes to people. If you remember, I sort of drew a picture of my take on that, but I don't actually know where my books are. Are they down here? I don't actually know if it's in this one. No, it's not. I'm not going to look for it right now, but yeah, it was about... Oh no, I think it's over there. I think it was in this one. No, I did the Indian lady. Oh, where did she... I don't know what. I don't know where she is. Oh, yeah. This one, Warrior Woman, I sort of did my take on it as well. So, fire and the sword of truth cutting through the bullshit. That's all I want to say. So anyway, I'm going to go because I'll just end up rabbiting on for ages and I need to go and chill out and go and watch the end of this film. And I guess we'll see what the weather's like this week, shall we? And I guess we'll just keep our eyes and ears open at what's going on. You know, what's going on with the coronavirus? What's going on with the royals? What's going on here and all this distraction and fear-mongering and everything? And just let's think about it and question everything. And yeah, all good things, all good things. Yes, my cupboard again for the people who didn't see it. I put it up myself and nearly broke my back. I was nearly crying because I did it by myself. And these sort of things, you do really need two people. But it was just me. It was just me with this 16 flipping, what do you call it, squared, should be really circles, shouldn't it? Contraption of a nice, it was basically to put all my books in because I have a lot of books. A lot of books. This is going to trigger some people. Lots of books behind there, and it's deep space as well, so you can put lots of books on. Lots of different books and bits and bobs that I can put in. Bits and bobs. And then down here, I can put my art books and little things so I can keep all my art books. So everything's away nice and tidy. Won't my mum be happy? So that looks good. Yes, it was, and then I've just got a few bits up here. A little rabbit thing that my mum got me, a little hare or whatever it is, and that thing that I got out of a charity shop ages ago. But yeah. Oh yeah, I've got the Trump. Oh God, we have to have the Trump. You know, what's this book all about? You want to see the truth in there about the art of the deal and his friends, who his friends were. all different sorts of people, and then a lot of people get triggered, don't they? So, you know, get triggered. But if you can't see what's going on behind the curtain, you can't see, and that's not all people's fault. They just regurgitate what the news says. So that's all I'm saying for the people who get triggered by the man with the hair, you know. It's all alright. At the end of the day, you're going to get triggered very soon with the near future of what's coming. So that's all I'm going to say. So anyway, see you all very soon. Where we go one, we go all. Keep pumping positivity out. You know, we're winning, folks. We're winning. So, yeah. So anyway, I shall see you sometime in the week. And, yeah, I'm just going to go and finish my film off. Pacific Rim Uprising. Yeah, there's a good title, Uprising, because we are uprising, rising again. Hey, yeah. Thank you all for coming in, and thank you for any newbies that have come in. TYY, Tapper77, Effie, Maury, Mark, Dave, Rachel, Pixie, Lord. I'll just call you Lord. Who is it? Humongous, is it? Is it John's Nuff? Christina, Mary, Maggie, Sally, JP, Candy Cane. Who've I missed off? I think Roxanne was in before and Sleeping Warrior. Just scrolling up a bit. Is it Jermaine? Oh yeah, Jermaine, sorry. We had Anja, was it before? I probably said it wrong. Violet, Ricardo. And yeah, I'm scrolling back down. JP, I'm scrolling back down now. So if I've missed anyone out, sorry. I'm going now. You know, anyone who's new, I shall catch you all again. Hope you've had a good weekend, and I'll see you in the week at some point. Bye.